First off, okay. So you wanna do the intro thing? I think you should do it this time.
Welcome to the podcast.
That's a really good one. That's the only take we're gonna
We
need.
are idiots, and we sometimes define idioms.
I don't know why you're doing the head movement, but it's working for me.
Welcome to Idiots and
y'all
Idioms.
to Idiots and Idioms official episode 3. 11-part series. But this is episode 3. So today, about a week ago. I'm Ricky.
I'm Zack.
I know we're gonna get better at this. By like the 11th episode, we're finally gonna nail down the intro. But all right, so last week we pickled some stuff. And if you're a new listener, Zack, we discovered in episode 1 did not know a pickle was a cucumber. So in episode 2, I decided to prove it to him. We're gonna take a cucumber and we're gonna pickle it. So here is everything else that we pickled. First off,
Just regular.
this is the main
pickles.
one. This is regular old pickles.
So these were cucumbers.
You were there. You were there for this.
They were sliced up. I don't remember
No.
putting in whole cucumbers.
Oh no, there's these are the ones you saw.
I didn't want to do that.
Right there. Those are the ones you saw. So they're in there. I think you did that mix. You were very
Yeah, I put broccoli.
All right.
I put one cucumber in each thing just to make sure it got pickled.
Yeah.
Because I still don't understand the concept. Do I open it and eat it now?
Yeah, you should try it, but I'm gonna warn you, it wasn't very good. I did not do a good job making the pickle juice. This one, the actual pickles, the cucumber slices in the jar, I added sugar. I don't like sugars in my food, but I added sugar because this was just pure vinegar and salt in this smaller can. So I apologize, but you should try that first.
This one first? Or this one?
Try this one first.
Hell yeah.
The green beans weren't bad. Pickled green beans, low key, pretty good.
I'm gonna go for the.
Go for the slice.
So does this become? This is now a pickle.
Yeah, it's a.
Because it wasn't. I put it in as a cucumber.
Yes.
Then he added vinegar and salt. It does look like a pickle. I think I believe you.
Pickle has always looked like a cucumber. I'm surprised we didn't dive into that more. How you did not even believe me. But again,
They're greener.
Zucchinis also look like them.
It smells good.
I think a zucchini is just a bougie cucumber. Yeah. Go for it.
Like a cucumber.
This is it's salt and vinegar. Oh, there's a little bit of crunch. So, but you can see how you can mess around with that and
That was
make
good.
it. That wasn't too bad.
That was a pickle.
Okay, all right. So,
And that was my cucumber last week. That's cool.
yes. It's a learning podcast.
I'm amazed. I didn't know
So,
that.
this one had a little sugar. So this one should be a little better. I actually tried one of this because I have not tried this yet. Here you go, mate. Oh, okay. Take that one. Oh, it's nice. We got bounty paper.
I'm probably not gonna eat the whole thing.
Okay, you want to do like Lady and the Tramp and eat on each end of and me in the middle?
Well, I will.
You will?
Yeah. Are you ready?
No.
You can't say that and
You
then
call my
not do
bluff. You call my bluff. I'm not
it.
gonna do that.
Podcast. Say you
I will
won't.
end this podcast right now easily.
You won't.
I got receipts on all these lights.
here.
No. I'll bite the end of it. But I will... I'll bite the end of it. Breathe the pickle juice into my face. I trusted you. That's really good. Did you blow pickle juice in my eyes? Was that what it is? You just laughed. But that's pretty good, actually.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so a little sugar makes it really good. All right, so that is...
Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Please take half of these pickled fruits home. I have so much.
So
They're
funny.
taking up so much room in my fridge. I'm going to wash that
Sorry.
down. I knew you would have done it, too. Oh, by the way, also, there's a bunch of other pickled stuff. The strawberry was not good. I don't know who pickles strawberries, because strawberries are so much better unpickled. The cauliflower, I'm not even going to try it. Green pepper is actually pretty good, too. And I really want to see you eat one of these.
Are those the tomatoes?
Cherry tomatoes.
Ugh. Okay, not right now. Let me just recover.
Take a quick break.
Yeah.
All right. So if
At,
anything, we
minute
gotta eat
20.
that. Honestly, I don't
started
think
like
it's gonna
5
change
minutes
your
ago.
opinion on tomatoes, but you gotta try that before this is over. Oh no! What time do we start recording? Why do we always do this?
9:04,
You think it's been 5
I
minutes?
think, because I'm trying to overestimate.
Okay. All right. I
Because
can
we always
live with
do that. I have my phone right here.
And it's still kind of early, so like we're not gonna go over too much. So 9:04, 10:04 is when we're gonna stop.
We've already Lady and the Tramped. I mean, it's been a good episode so far.
I trusted you. You spit pickle juice in my
I
eyes.
couldn't help it.
You know how vinegar
We have
feels.
to show them. Wait,
the
can you
cornea?
add this to the podcast? The video of us putting in eye drops at the same time.
Sure, out of context, but why?
It's- we just like doing things at the same time.
Okay, it was funny though.
That
All
also
right,
got
hold on,
me
I gotta
well.
wash that vinegar out of my mouth.
Wait. Just line it up with each other first.
Come back to help each other.
Beautiful. Hold on. Ready? At the same time.
One.
We got a little eye drop in our eye and a little eye drop in our mouth.
Yeah, we tried putting eye drops into each other's eyes simultaneously.
He tells me to
school.
look up. I'm not gonna get it in your eye if I look up, Ricky.
It's just habit. When you tell a patient, you put drops in a patient's eye, you like look up and you just put it into the lower lid.
Great video.
Oh
Okay,
man.
that is.
Okay, so for this you know how every episode I try to think of a theme based on the last episode. So last episode we spent like half the episode talking about bad dates, because of a question, I think. So, and also I also noticed I didn't really talk about any of my bad dates, my bad first dates.
He did. I thought you talked about the one
I
that
said she had bad breath. That's it.
counts, right?
But yeah,
No?
I forgot. I have
You have a good story.
Well, I'm gonna name 5 different ones, like a quick
You have
little
5
brief.
different bad dates.
First dates, yeah,
Yeah, nice.
and then
Before you do that,
Yeah.
I have 10 questions on idiots or idiom. I mean, idioms or not.
wait, you have an
I
idiom or
prepared
idiot?
myself.
Oh my god,
I was ready. Okay, Pickle Rick.
All right, okay, all right. I think you get the horn. Now.
All right. Oh, I hope I don't break it. All right.
record your
So-
phone screen.
It's not. It's just like a note, so you can like see all the answers right away. Is that okay?
That's fine. We just
Okay.
gotta.
Or I can just send you a picture. Then is what I'm saying. A screenshot.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. All
It
right.
says questions for Pickle. All right.
Wow, I'm really in the hot seat for idioms or idiot. Okay.
So you know the rules. It was the same rules for me.
yeah. Bring
Tell
it.
me whether or not it is an idiom
Easy.
or not.
It's always an idiom.
Okay, we're gonna start with rule of thumb. 3, 2, 1.
Idiom.
I'm just gonna turn this on myself and correct. That's supposed to be louder. Okay, he's 1 for 1. Damn it. There's a method to the madness. 3, 2,
Not an idiom.
1.
That's an idiom.
That's an idiom. I got him. I got him.
It is
I got
an
one.
idiom?
Yes.
I'm a fact check that later.
Go
all right,
for it.
All right,
I
let's
looked
go.
all these up online.
I'll take the loss. We'll do a 2-minute review later.
Okay. I feel like those were like the harder two. Okay.
I forgot how loud that was.
I'm so
Right
sorry.
in my ear hole. No, I deserve it.
Takes 2 to tango. 3,
That's not an idiom.
2.
That's not an idiom. It does take 2 to tango.
Yeah, but it means something else. It's an idiom. I looked
It
all
is
these
not.
up based on the internet. Okay, and the internet knows everything.
No, the internet's lying to
didn't-
you.
You use the internet too for portmanteaus. Port.
Yes, but I
Smith?
looked up the definition. I wrote
Postpartum?
out the definition. Hold up. Okay, keep going.
He's 1 for 3 according to my definitions or my sources. Okay. Time is money. 3, 2,
Idiom.
1. Yeah, it's a self little. Well done. Okay. I'll be back. 3,
Not an idiom.
2. Damn it, Zach. I try to think of these. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
Hold
Say
up.
the option.
Yeah, you're just gonna blast me.
Turn the lights off. 3, 2,
Like literally?
1.
No, it's not an idiom. Like literally go turn light up. That's not a saying.
Dude, I don't know, man. I was trying to
These
come
are the
up with
ones you
something.
thought of?
These, yeah.
I'm glad you put in the work. I appreciate this very much. Wait, what question are we on? What's my score?
1, 2. You got time is money right. 3, 4. 4 out of 6. You're
Okay.
doing better than I was. Okay.
I just need 2 more right.
Yeah. Dark horse. 3, 2,
Not an idiom.
1. That's an idiom.
It's an idiom. Okay.
4 out of
I
7.
can see that one.
3. Oh.
Stop doing that. You gotta.
I'm not good at this. This is my first time leading the quiz. Ugly duckling. 3, 2,
Yes.
1. Zach. 5 out of 8. You need one more.
So that was right. Okay.
Correct. Snake in the grass. 3,
Yes.
2,
that was an
1.
idiom.
Yeah. 6 for 9.
Damn, I'm not an
6 for
idiot.
9. Nice.
Just give me the last one, and then
Okay.
I'll prove to you by googling that 2 of the 3 I got wrong. That they were right.
Dude, Google it, mate. I looked these up. Okay. Like 8 of them were idioms. So, live fast, die hard. 3, 2,
No, that's not an idiom.
1. See, this one I felt like it could be. I just kind of made it up,
It
and I'm
kinda-
like,
it
it
kinda
could be. So
Live
this
fast,
one I
die
just
hard.
wanted. I don't know. I was like phrase. I think. I
Wait,
don't know.
so you didn't fact check
I don't
this?
know this one.
So what were you
That's why I left it for
expecting?
the end. It was supposed to be a tiebreaker for fun. And it was just gonna leave you like if you're 5 and 9, you would have just won. But
Live fast, die young. It could be interpreted as an idiom.
I said live fast, die hard, but live fast, die young, same concept.
Oh, live fast, die hard. Yeah. I think
Same
it could. It could be argued as an idiom.
That's what I was thinking too.
All right, last one.
That was it? That was it.
All right, so an idiom is like a popular phrase in which you can't get its meaning from the literal meaning of the words.
Yeah.
So I picture myself like when I answer this to be like, all right, if I was an alien and I just learned the basic English and then I'm trying to infiltrate humans and they're like, what's up? And I'll be like an alien. I'll be like, the sky. Like, oh, that's an idiom. But it takes 2 to tango.
It literally does, but it also like it takes 2 to tango means like, you need help with an assignment or something. It takes 2 to tango.
I guess contextually it can like just not make sense literally.
There's a method to the madness. Also, that one's like I feel like that one's pretty straightforward.
There's a method to the madness? How's that an idiot? Idiom. How's that an idiom? I am an idiot, but how's that an idiom?
Because like there's method to there's a method to how you do stuff. It's not madness.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll find out about this off camera. I obviously
I'll send it to you.
I'll get a hundo next time.
Okay.
Wow, that was fun.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
I self-peeped more
I
than
did
you
not
did.
see that. Yeah, that thing is loud.
I got excited when you missed one.
Good
Satisfying.
job. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, so
You know
woo.
what though?
What?
For that, because you won, you got my quiz right. I'm gonna eat a pickled tomato. You open it for me, because I couldn't figure out how to open it.
Can I feed it to you?
Yes, you can.
I don't think
no,
this is
toss
gonna-
it in.
Okay. I don't think this is gonna change your mind on tomatoes. It was
No, it's
actually
gonna make it worse.
Yeah, it's actually pretty terrible.
I have a chaser. I've taken
All right.
bad shots before. Let me burp,
Do you trust me throwing this in your mouth?
of course.
I don't trust me throwing this in your mouth. All right.
That was a nice little end.
Open up, baby. Nice and wide. Oh, you know you're going to have to open wider than that. There you go. I'm never going to throw this. Okay. Throw it up. I don't want to do that again. How terrible is that? Not too bad? Is it better than a non-pickled cherry tomato? I hated it. I absolutely hated it. Not too bad?
It's actually somehow better than a regular tomato. to
There
me.
you go. All right. I saw
I think the saltiness helps.
the range of emotions on your face.
At first,
it
I
went on
didn't
a
love
roller
it, and then I was like,
coaster.
"This isn't as bad as a tomato." Okay.
You rather eat it
Interesting.
pickled than a regular. Okay, interesting.
I got a pickle on my
Then
tomato.
maybe you can take that one home. Oh, my fingers smell vinegary. All right. So
They do.
back to the conversation. Wait.
Okay,
so
yeah, go.
so
I
rate it
just
on
wanted to-
0 to 10 for the cherry tomatoes. Pickled cherry tomatoes.
2.
2. But regular cherry tomatoes are a
A
1.
one.
Okay. That's fair. All right, so these are 5. I can't get into all of them for the sake of time. I can eventually if you want, but so Nate, I can tell one of these stories if you want. So one day, found out the girl had a child, trying to hide it from me.
Oof.
I'm like, oh, not a good start. Unfortunately, that was not the last date. The girl brought food to work before we had a real date. So she showed up at my workplace, and at the time I was working with like family and stuff too. So it was kind of like, whoa. We haven't really gone on a date yet, and she
You
showed
were
up
just like
to-
talking via like social media, or how did that happen?
yeah, kind of like on a dating app. We started talking, and then
And then you told her where she worked or where you worked.
yeah,
and
I
then
mentioned
she
where I
just,
worked. So she showed up with like snacks one day, like, and it was just like, whoa, this is a bold move.
Yeah.
But that kind of scared me. Let's see. Oh, this one happened in Thailand. I lost my phone. And by the morning woke up hungover and almost missed my bus out of town. I came back nick of time. Like as the bus was like leaving, I'm like, wait, let me grab my bag. So that happened in Thailand. This one wasn't too bad, but almost got pickpocketed. I caught the
By her?
person.
Oh, I think I told him.
Yeah, I caught the person. Like they had their hand in my pocket. Like Katya. Super drunk at the time. And number 5, this one I just remembered. Snuck out as a kid, ended up sleeping in the park when her parents came home. Because I couldn't go back home. I snuck out. So those are some, I guess that one wasn't a first date. I don't know if that counted as a date, but this was as like a kid too. So those were 5 like kind of like first experiences that are kind of wild.
Those are pretty good. Those are good.
Yeah.
I like that. So how old were you with the last one?
The last one, oh man, this was
Like 15?
middle school.
Okay, like 13.
I'm remembering this right, the timeline right, because I just met someone, and yeah, this was middle school. Yeah. Wait. I'm thinking high school now. 9th grade.
15. I was right. Because you're able to like sneak out. I feel like that's just like the time period where you're like
Yeah.
chilling a little bit more.
Yeah.
Middle school.
But yeah, it was we were soaking wet. We were walking through
Yummy.
the cold at night in Florida. And
How cold was it? Like 50?
It was not cold. We were just cold because we
We're wet.
were wet. But
Where were you wet? It was raining?
it was me and my best friend at the time, and it was a girl and her best friend. So like her parents weren't home, so we like stayed over. Like and we weren't doing anything crazy. I mean, it was just the 4 of us together. It's not like
Yeah.
it got real wild, but like part of like the fun being young and everything. We all went in the shower, clothes on, like just kind of like a spontaneous. Hey, what do we do? Me and my best friend, we're gonna do this with like a couple of girls again. Like let's do it. So we just decided to go a little crazy with it, and then like shortly afterwards, they're like, I saw headlights in the driveway, and then we just jumped out the window and we like walked home basically. So not a fun night, but yeah. So
pretty
that
crazy,
happened. Yeah. So I was like, damn, I didn't think about any of these during that episode, but afterwards, when you have more time to think about, I'm like, I've had a
Some
few.
pretty wild ones.
Yeah. But because the entire last episode was so revolved around like dating, I originally I was gonna send you a couples quiz so we could answer about each other,
Aw.
but too many involved sexual stuff, and some of them are like really long. So instead, for the sake of time, we're gonna do a little questionnaire, like
Okay.
best questions to ask on a first date. And this is like it was like on an Oprah website, but it had like a list of 120 questions.
Jesus.
So what I did was I did a random number generator from 1 to 120, and I picked the top the 10. I skipped one because it was sexual, but I did the top like 10 first. The first.
So this
10.
is like if you're on a first date, best questions asked that
Basically,
person.
yeah.
Okay.
Next questions. I'm like, all right, good first date questions. Let's ask each other this because some of this I would like to know. Number 1 is very interesting. If you had a bucket list, what would be on it? Do you have a bucket list?
Traveling. Like
I know. I
yeah.
feel like I'm such a basic person about like
I
traveling.
want to like now that I'm like I can breathe. Like I want to hike some cool spots. Like
Okay.
like a 14er like in Colorado.
Like, what's one in mind? You're like, I gotta do that before I die.
Like the I don't know. I don't think I can do like I'm not gonna be able to do like
Himalaya, like Mount Everest or something
yeah
like that?
Everest or Kilimanjaro K2.
You're crazy.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't breathe enough for that. But like there's I can't forget it's like Arcadoni. There's one in somebody should fact check me in the Patagonia Mountains in or in the
Oh,
Andes
okay.
or something.
They have a clothing
It's
line.
like
named-
Arcadoni, I think, or something like that. It's called something like
That
that.
sounds pretty cool.
It's like 16,000.
I love to
That would be
travel,
pretty cool.
but I hate being uncomfortable. So I don't think I'm gonna be climbing a lot of mountains.
When you're traveling.
I'll take a ski lift to the top and ski down, but I don't think
Skiing, you got to learn how to ski first.
that's true. And the mountains that we did climb were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what? I changed my mind. I'll change my tune. Like
You're down?
Yosemite, so worth it.
That was awesome.
It was
and I was
such a good.
dying.
Yeah,
Imagine now that I can breathe,
yeah,
because Yosemite's so pretty. Ugh, I think about it all the time.
yeah. Just drinking a White Claw, looking over. That's a cool memory.
Legs hanging over. If
Yes.
earthquake happens, I'm down to die.
That's how it feels being a Californian.
I know.
Just
Yeah.
life is pretty great in LA, but if an earthquake happened, I could be gone.
Yeah.
So
Dude, the Turkey Syria one was crazy.
yeah,
Took out so many people.
yeah.
I saw like all those videos, just like apartment buildings just like collapse. Like I can't imagine.
Yeah, being inside.
I've seen those videos of like on Twitter. They have like a earthquake safe bed
Yeah,
that like if it feels vibration, it like shuts you in, like comes over like real fast.
that's pretty cool.
I feel like probably some Californians have it. If
Okay,
I had the money, I would.
that's
if I
true.
lived in Cali.
I haven't even seen a single one. I didn't even know they were a thing.
It's like it's basically built out of metal, and it completely like it feels tension, vibration,
Yeah,
and it like comes above you really fast, closes, and then like locks you in. But it has
Imagine,
like holes
like,
to breathe.
making like rough coitus on that.
Well, I would hope the
Does saying
inside.
coitus make it less like inappropriate?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
we'll leave it in. But can you imagine trying to get a little
Imagine how fucking heavy it is. Now that I think about it.
just full metal,
Yeah.
enough to protect you from
Well,
rubble?
you know, okay. You know, you're going sometimes, and sometimes you move the bed. Well, at least mine, because I have like the. It's movable.
Yeah.
The bottom.
Yeah,
So that's annoying. See, I wouldn't be able to move a full metal.
it has
thing.
to be like some magnitude.
It's got to be like 300 pounds or something. I don't know. I assume it's like really heavy, unless it's like in parts. It's probably in parts. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, if I ever become a stripper, my stripper name would be Girthquake, and my line would be like coming in at magnitude 69.
That's very. I like that.
I don't know why. Oh yeah,
Did you
because I
just
said
come up with that?
magnitude.
That's always been
No,
that.
it's always been a thing.
Okay.
My signature song will be "Practiced" by Drake.
I
This
like
is all
that.
planned out. Before OnlyFans was a thing, I had a
I
plan
could
B.
see you as a male stripper. I would go to your shows. I would tip you well.
Hell yeah! Look, I have a stripper pole in my room.
He does. It's a giver.
But all right. So your bucket list. Mine is. I do have a
traveling,
bucket list. Do you have one written down?
No, I don't have it written. Well, maybe.
I have one written down. I was looking at it today. Hang gliding in Turkey off the side of a mountain on top of clouds. That like
That'd be pretty sick.
I saw it. And I'm like, before I die, for sure.
Or the Cappadocia, like the hot air balloon thing, going up in a hot air balloon with all those other hot air balloons.
Oh, I've seen that on like Instagram.
That looks really cool.
And that wasn't on my list.
They
but
have
it looks
that in
really
Mexico. It's in like Tecatagua or something.
cool. Tecatagua.
Something like that. I can't pronounce it ever.
Okay. That could be a thing. Is it a yearly thing?
Yeah. It's
Let's
like a
make it-
Cappadocia, but it's just in Mexico. It's way closer, obviously.
Let's organize a little get together.
It's a little bit smaller, but it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's the same concept.
All right. Question number 2. When did you first want to kiss me? I kept this one because it's not sexual.
The first day I met you.
I knew it. I knew that's what you're gonna say. I was sitting next to my coworker, and I'm like, "Oh, I do a podcast with my buddy, and I'm gonna ask him some dating questions." And I'm like doing RNG with him. And when this one came up, I'm like, "When do you want to kiss me?" He laughed, and I'm like, "I'm actually gonna keep this in." And he's laughed. He's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I already know what he's gonna say. Like since the first day I laid eyes on you, or something like that." All right, same,
David?
same. How many times have you been in love? Depends on how you define love, I think.
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it where you tell them that? You think that's when you vocalize it is when it's officially like how you felt it, or it was just a feeling?
I just know. Yeah, like both.
So obviously I'm
I
one of them.
vocalize
Who's
it-
the other one?
Huh?
Obviously I'm one of them.
When
Who's
there's
the
3.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one and the current one.
That's a good answer. A bad answer would have been 0 because you're in a relationship right now and it would not end well. All right. I think for me, I'd say 2. Do you think infidelity is always a deal breaker no matter what?
Depending on like how
Too
soon
much
to
of
the
a hesitation,
relationship.
man.
Well, like having, it means like how soon. Like if it's like a month in,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Like it's not cool. But before that,
No, anytime after that. Nah, it's a deal.
oh,
breaker.
so you have like a window of a
a
month
grace period
before-
where you're like figuring things out. I mean, I'm good.
no
I'm
matter
just
what,
saying, like-
deal breaker no matter what. Oh, like if you're talking to someone, you're not even like dating yet.
Yeah, like
Would it be
like
infidelity?
you're exclusive, but you're
Yeah.
not like in a relationship, like that first kind of period.
Okay, that's
that
fair.
First month, and
That-
then like
that's-
after
That's
once
a
you're
good
like
place to draw the line. Okay, infidelity is always a deal breaker no matter what. I think so for me. Yeah, like is it so hard? 5. If you had a bucket list, what would be on it? I think I got the same one twice and I copied it twice. I was in a conversation at work during this, so I might have not noticed I copied and pasted twice. So we already answered that. The second thing on your bucket list then, mine's to meet a Galapagos tortoise. I have to meet one. His name is George.
Jack's on that.
He's one of the last of his species, and he looks so old.
yeah.
He just has
But
jowls.
he's
for
the one that
days.
like saved his species, basically. That
I
one.
think so.
Yeah.
I got to meet him. I want to. Is he still alive?
I would say go to Antarctica and like fuck with a penguin on Antarctica. Not fuck with
Hold
a
up.
penguin. But, like
You gotta-
like play. I don't know if penguins are like playful enough to like let me pet them, but I like pet an
Oh.
Antarctic penguin.
Okay, petting an Antarctic penguin and fucking with a penguin sounds very different things. Completely different.
Fucking
things.
around with a penguin. What's
Fucking
up,
around
penguin?
with penguins. All right, yeah.
I like your suit, motherfucker.
That's pretty cute. In Antarctica.
Or
Okay.
a koala.
What's the first album you ever owned? I'm guessing
Ooh.
music album.
I just wanna see.
Mine has to be something Britney Spears. When I was a kid, for some reason. Well, it makes sense. It was during the time Britney Spears was huge, so I had to have like her. I had to have my friend burn a CD. I'm like, oh, I gotta have.
I think
that
it was
Britney Spears
Lupe.
album.
I think it was Lupe. I don't remember what his album
Yours
was.
is way cooler than mine. Okay, Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah, I like
Was
burned
it.
it.
Kick Push.
It was that. It was I think the
was a good
album's
one.
like Daydreamin', or is that just a song on his? I don't remember. Kick Push,
I remember that
Daydreamin'.
album. I remember that era. All right, that was a good one. First one I bought was Blink 182.
I've never bought
All
one.
the small things. That album.
I was when I came up, it was like I was already burning CDs. Like when I started like have
for
money,
real? Yeah.
and like I was already burning, so I was like not.
You
Gonna
never really bought anything?
I never bought
You
albums.
had to have bought like a CD for the artwork or something like that. The first one I bought was
I think like
Blink-182.
my sister bought some, and I would like listen to them, but I think she bought like Kids Bop. Like I never bought like albums, because Kids Bop would like do the same songs that
Yeah.
were like hot. I never bought like an album. I would burn them because I was just like on YouTube
Makes
like,
sense.
video downloads, those
think-
sites where you could just burn it.
I remember buying.
I made my own CDs a lot.
You made your own mixes, you burned entire albums. I had this one kid.
Not
in my
entire albums, just
neighborhood.
like the song, my favorite songs, like
Oh,
at the
okay,
time, and then
mixes.
like because I didn't.
That's pretty good.
before
It's like
Aux,
playlists on Spotify now.
basically.
like, you just
Before
make
I had
a
Aux, I would just have like
How
a bunch
cute was
of-
it back then to make someone a mixtape? You remember those?
Yeah, I did
It's
that.
playlists now.
Yeah,
Now I have like playlists. I'm like, hey, I made you a playlist. But what was I gonna say? I had this kid in my neighborhood. He would like print the album and then he'll print the cover and stick it on, so it looked like it's not very. As you could tell, it wasn't real, but it was nicer than the other bootlegs.
yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's the Eminem show.
And as long as he stuck it on the right side, it was still playable.
Yeah, he was pretty good about that. He never messed it up once for me. But like, he's like a musician now. I wonder how he feel if people burned his album now. Anyways,
It's a good thing, right? Or no, because you wouldn't make money.
yeah. Oh yeah, Blink 182. I remember there's one song in it was just curse words, and I felt like such a badass playing it. I bought it for all the small things, but there's one song was just like curse words, all of them. They just listed them all, and I'm like, oh, I'm so
Love
cool.
that.
I was like, yeah.
Look at me blaring it as tough as
Little
windows
kid.
down.
Oh man, the things that you think were cool as a kid, I would.
What was your high school car?
My high school car? My first car ever was a 1994 Cherry Red Civic. It was a racer. It was completely stock, but it was loud. You
love
could
it.
hear me coming. It was hard sneaking away from home. When I snuck from home, I was on a driveway that was slanted. I had to put my car in neutral
Go down.
and back it up. And I'm pretty sure they still heard me because I'm like, ring, ring. I just drive away at like 15 miles an hour, but that shit sounded like it was zooming. It was like a little space shuttle. I remember test driving this car with my best friend at the time. And we were like driving it. We're just test driving around the neighborhood. The guy
Yeah.
lived in the same neighborhood as me. And we're just going like 15. And we're like, wow, it sounds way faster than it's really going. And we're saying it like it was a positive thing. So that became like my car for like years. Because my first car, my dad believes that like you get a crappy car. If you crash it or anything like that, you have to prove you're good. And then I got a Toyota Celica, which isn't much of an upgrade to some people, but I love that car.
Yeah. I had I remember I like kind of was with my mom, like helping, like picking out my first car,
Yeah.
but she wanted me to drive stick, right?
So
So I know
does
how
it
to
get
drive
stolen?
stick.
Yeah.
But it was, yes, that and like just like when in a crunch, you have like one car, you never know, like you want to be able to drive stick.
Yeah.
So they got me my first car was a 1953 MG Midget. If you ever have to look that thing up,
1953.
I don't remember. It's like 1963, 1950. It was old as.
Did
It could have been 73.
gasoline back then?
I don't know, it was the
1953.
worst fucking car ever. Like, so the worst
It's called a midget.
MG Midget. Let me look up the exact age.
MG midget. Wait, was it a small car?
It was tiny.
That's kind of messed up to name it that. Times were different back then. I can see why they
1973 MG
discontinued
Midget.
it.
I think it was 1973.
I want to see how it looks.
This is
All right.
basically it.
And it was a stick shift. Oh, that's a cool car.
It was white. I'll show the camera.
I could just put a screenshot up there. Wait, that's a pretty awesome car. What happened to it?
So it was pretty cool at first. Like I was like
Was it
riding around
convertible
in
too?
it. Yeah, it was convertible. It's pretty cool.
If you
Stick
still
shift,
have that right
the
now.
seats were it was only 2 seats, no back seat.
Yeah.
So and it was like those old seats where you're like sitting in it, like deep into the car. You're basically on the ground.
Yeah,
The steering wheel was like unnecessarily wide and large.
like a sailboat.
Yeah, basically.
Like
And then stick shift. So I felt pretty cool driving it.
Yeah.
Right, whatever. But it was a shit car. Like I said, the brakes would go out.
Wait,
That's like the worst thing that can happen to a car.
what does that mean? That means you'll be stopping, and all of a sudden you can't stop.
I couldn't stop, bro.
You
So
tell
I
the
remember
car
I
to
would
stop, and
like
keep going.
we would have to keep refilling it with brake fluid, and I'm like, I need it. Like I need to drive. Like, can you take it down? And like my parents would be busy. And they're like,
First
you can go
off,
take
how
it down.
did you first find out the brake stopped working? I would imagine it's terrifying.
It was here.
Were you on the road?
I was on the road.
What's
so
that?
here's the
Was it
first
a
time it
red
happened.
light or something?
Huh? No, so I don't remember. I think the lights were probably on. It was like all the lights were on, dude. It was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But so I remember the first time because you see my house. I have like a
very
hill,
steep driveway,
on the
yeah.
driveway. I get up, I put it in park. It's going back down. I hop the fuck out, and I'm like, what? And then it just rolled right back
Because the
down the
brakes
hill.
wouldn't work?
The brakes wouldn't work. Nothing worked.
And it didn't roll onto your neighbor's lawn or anything? It stopped?
So it went. You see my street, right? So
Yeah.
it went down my hill, up my neighbor's other lawn,
Oh.
and then back, and then settled in the middle of the road. That was the first time.
Yeah.
So blah blah blah. We go and get it fixed. Kind of like it like works for a little bit, and I remember coming home from tennis one time, and you don't really have to like make a lot of stops coming home from the racket club. Like it's like 4 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
There's one stop sign that you have to take, and it's kind of a blind stop. So and there's bushes like people's like privacy bushes on either side of the road.
Yeah.
And like it's what is the Lakemont? No, yeah, Lakemont. So Lakemont Road, Lakemont whatever Ave, and you have to stop, and you're coming from the racket club. You come straight, and then I have to make a left.
Yeah.
I remember like, oh my god, the brakes aren't working. I'm about to get fucking crunched, and so I couldn't stop. I rolled right through the stop sign. And thank God, like all the lights were the rest
You
of them were
said
green.
stop, and the car said no.
The car was not stopping. I got honked at. I almost got hit coming this way, like beep honk, and I'm like, sorry.
Your convertible roof down.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Looking
I can't stop. I think I yelled that, and I'm like, okay, turning. I'm freaking out. I'm like, how am I gonna stop this thing? What if there's a light like ahead of me?
Yeah.
Because there's
Did you
one
have
more
an
light.
e-brake?
Huh?
Did you have an emergency brake?
Nothing works.
Oh.
So I think that's how my dad would get it to stop in the road. I think okay. So long story short, I have one more light to go,
Yeah.
and luckily it turns green, and there was one car ahead of me. I didn't hit the gas too, so I was like as long as I'm not going super slow,
Yeah.
like I should be okay. So I was going like 20,
Yeah.
even on Horatio, like I'm going 20.
For you, that's super slow. I've seen you drive.
Exactly. But it's also like that way I'm not gonna hit something like too hard and die.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
Good
like,
call.
people see me coming, but I'm not going to, whatever. So, luckily, like, it turned green, and the car had me turned, and I'm just, like, I'm cruising. And then it's, like, a 2-minute little walk or a drive. And to turn into my neighborhood, you kind of have to go in the middle lane, and typically you might have to stop. There might be cars.
Yeah.
Luckily, no cars coming.
Worked
so
out.
I pulled right into my neighborhood. Didn't have to stop and wait for cars to clear up. Just pulled right into my neighborhood. Got same thing. So I pulled it up into the driveway. I opened the door. Tossed myself out.
You let it roll down? Why did you just stop it? Wait, you couldn't stop
I
it.
couldn't stop it. So the same thing. I had to do the same thing. I just go up the driveway, and then I got myself out, and then it rolled right back down and did the same thing in the neighbor's yard. There was like 2 different tire marks because I pulled like 2 different like areas of my driveway. So 2 different tire marks up their yard.
Lawn.
Yeah, lawn, whatever. And
Are you
I
cool
told
with those
mom, like,
neighbors?
I'm never driving it again.
And you never drove it again?
Never drive. I'm not trying to die.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. And my dad, he like filled it up with brake fluid, and I don't remember. Like I think he like taped it shut so that it would like stop leaking or something. Cause it's all about like the breaker thing. So he was able to brake and get it there, but like it was like a temporary fix, and then we basically like had them fix it and we sold it. Like done with that.
Damn.
That was so scary. I remember not being able to stop and just
How
like
long
I'm
you had
gonna
that
die.
car?
I had the car for maybe like a month and a half.
Oh, okay, that was not very long at
It
all.
was not very long at all. I liked it. Like it was a cool vibe once I got used to it.
Yeah.
But the fact
It
that
looks
I almost
cool.
died in
I
it,
like
like
it.
no, never again.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
Somewhere out there, that car is in like a junkyard, wrecked.
Probably. I know the people that bought it, we like upsold. Like we were like, oh, the brakes are fine.
You heard that? Say it louder for the people that are obviously listening to this podcast.
And the second car was like a 1992 BMW like X4. So that was
Okay.
like, I was like,
Better.
I love that car.
Wait, what was that first one? What was the company?
MG
MG?
Midget.
It's not
It's
around
British.
anymore. Oh, okay.
I don't know. It might be. I don't know if MG. I don't know what MG stands for. Motors General.
It was GMC, but then they had to like rebrand after all their brakes didn't work.
Motors General, yeah. Do I do the second half of the episode with the accent now? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, MG. I don't know what it stands for, but yeah, fuck that car. Done
That's
it.
wild. Was that from a question?
I don't know. I go off tangent. I have no idea. What was
That was
the
a
question?
crazy story.
Oh, I think I just mentioned like what was your first car or what was your high school car because something reminded me of it.
First
So I'm not
album
kissing
you
you.
ever owned? Oh yeah, I was talking about things that were
Yeah.
when you were younger. Wow, I gotta find one of those cars, and just get it for you. Just like one day in your driveway.
It was fun.
Brakes will be working. I'll get it tested. All right. How does your life compare to how you imagined it growing up? Were you ever one of those kids that had like a plan for the future as a kid? I didn't.
Not really.
I think I thought about my future when I turned 18. I'm like, oh, high school.
I just wanted to
What
like
am I gonna
live
do now?
comfortably, figure that shit out.
How did you decide on being an optometrist? This is
Party
such a
too hard for med
cliche-
school,
such a
and then
cliche
like
question.
PT was my backup, and I got out.
Oh,
out
you
into
were
a
really
job.
realistic about it.
Yeah, I was like,
When
okay,
your
I don't have the
patients-
grades for med school.
When your patients ask you, what's your answer?
Oh, I wear contacts. I just thought this was interesting.
Oh my goodness. All right, anticlimactic. Do you believe that everything happens for a reason? I didn't like this question, but it came up as on my random number generator. This is silly to me.
For a reason, or just part of like maybe not for a reason, but like
I guess
maybe a little bit.
Growth is a reason, even when things happen poorly. But okay, I could see that.
Like
I'm
I believe in
growing
like
from
fate
this.
and stuff, like doing good shit.
You
Good
believe in
shit come to
karma?
you. A little bit,
A little bit.
a little bit.
I don't believe in it. I'm just a good person to try to be a good person. But
Well,
I
yeah,
don't-
same. But I feel like bad
hope-
karma people like hope not.
Oh, I
hopefully,
hope
but, like,
for bad karma to
Yeah.
exist.
And I feel like sometimes it happens.
Yeah,
So I feel like sometimes. I don't
Okay.
know.
I wish.
The world's chaos,
want
but like I
believe
like
in
to
karma.
see patterns in it sometimes.
That's true. All right, so okay, what's something you'd like for us to try? I kind of like this question. What is something you and I should try, Mike? I want to go to Switzerland.
Butt plugs for a whole episode.
For just it? All right, that could be done. Yeah, easy.
Okay.
I'll hop on Amazon right after.
Switzerland, yeah, definitely.
Wait, butt plugs in Switzerland.
Ooh, skiing.
I love
I
how
fall,
like
it gets
I
stuck.
said, let's do not make anything inappropriate sexually,
And
and
then I
now
just
we're
went
just
there.
leaning into it. Like screw
My
it.
bad.
Hey man, it's hard. That's why the practice episodes are not out because we got too echelon with
Oh
it.
yeah, oh yeah. Switzerland. Oh dude, all those videos of Switzerland just look amazing.
It's so beautiful, and everyone's going and watching the Auroras Borealis. Is that it? Auroras Borealis?
Is that the
lights.
Northern Lights?
Is that how you say it?
That's in Switzerland. I don't think it's
No,
named
that's
after
in
that.
like
Iceland and Norway and
Iceland.
stuff. Norway, dude. I'm Norwegian. I was talking to a patient, and Norwegian is for English speakers is one of the easiest languages to learn because it's really close. I did some Duolingo. I forgot it all, but
So yeah,
it was pretty close.
disproved
I
it.
think you was like, ooh, and Anne was like, Anne, something like that.
Yeah.
But it was
Ooh,
like it was pretty
and-
close.
Okay.
Pretty close. So
So
I liked it. I
you're
liked it.
gonna
Or maybe
learn
it's Vu.
Norwegian?
I think it was Vu.
Vu is you?
Vu is you. Yeah, no, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I is like, e. Something like that. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm dead ass this part. I think it's something like that. It wasn't that bad. It was like understandable if I like kept with it, but then obviously I haven't
We
been
can
to
learn
one.
Norwegian and go to Switzerland.
I'm down. Speak some Norwegian, see if they pick it up. Come on, Switz.
Even though I have a map on me, I'm very bad at knowing where everything's located.
I can point at it.
When you're like, do you want to go to Croatia? I thought I was in like South America. So I was like,
you did.
yeah. So I looked it up. And
Dude,
I'm like,
Ascension, the fact that I didn't know that was Paraguay, I'm still mad at myself.
it's okay. We're both bad at trivia. Well, I'm bad at trivia. I came and I contributed nothing. Absolutely.
You knew
nothing.
the ones that like everybody knew that at least. I don't remember which ones it were. It was like 2 or 3 of them. You're like, yes. And I was like,
I was just agreeing with the group. I thought, what were the 2 biggest countries? What are the 2 biggest countries, audience members? Because I thought it was Australia.
that was a pretty good guess.
I was so convinced it was Australia.
I mean,
I have it tattooed on me, but I was wearing a long sleeve shirt. Okay, that's clearly smaller than China. All right. Australia.
China's
China's right here. China is bigger than Australia, I think. But Russia's massive. Yeah. Canada is also massive. So the answer is Canada and Russia. I had no idea. It's more northern. They're cold. Like most of it's just.
I guess the water area of Canada. I still think China's like it's got to be close. Whatever.
Think
Anyways,
China's bigger than Canada?
no, obviously the Canada was the answer, so I don't still think that, but I potentially did. Yes.
What's your favorite school subject growing up? That's the last of the.
Ooh, I was just thinking about this on the way earlier today.
No
I was
way.
like, not like my favorite subject, but I was thinking like, what if I tried harder in like math? I remember like AP Calc, like the teacher was just like a bro, and he like had his like students that he would pay attention to and like
Yeah.
actually help. And then he had this crew that like we just fucked around, played games on our phones, and we would still pass, and he just didn't pay attention to us at all.
Oh, he's like, these are the ones that show promise.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my energy into them.
No. He'd have to like help them more because they like didn't get calc as much.
Oh, okay.
So like
okay.
he just didn't give a fuck. Like he's like, you guys can pass the test. Like, you know, you guys are fine. Like here's
Why
the
don't he
notes.
just test you? How hard could that be to test everyone?
Well, he did.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I'm saying like he like taught half the class. Like we were all in class together, and he let like one side of the room fuck around, and he would like talk to the other side. Of the room.
Yo, those classes are the ones where you had the TI-84.
Oh yeah.
Remember when you put games on them? Did you ever?
Dude,
Put
I
games
just
on
used
it?
my phone at that point. I was like Angry Birds and
Oh,
Flappy
Angry
Bird,
Birds,
Tiny
different
Wings.
generation. I
Tiny
had the
Wings.
Sidekick. Do you remember that thing? You don't. That was before your time, I think.
I know what a sidekick is. I had games on my 84, but we
What's
weren't
your
using
first phone?
calculators. First phone was the Razor.
Oh, it's a nice first phone.
Yeah.
My first
Think.
phone was some other flip phone.
It might have been Nokia, like tiny, like a one, the block of the fucking.
Do you
brick.
remember buying ringtones?
Yeah.
I think one of my first ringtones ever was "If you was scared, motherfucker, go to church." By Ice Cube.
That's a pretty good one.
Do you remember yours?
No. These are good questions, Ricky. I wish I had a better memory.
I, don't-
I would assume I just picked like a song I liked at the time.
I just remember, and my first phone was like this little black phone. I would buy ringtones for it, even though the audio quality was terrible.
See, I never had like enough. How did so you had like data on there? I remember I didn't have any data or anything. How
No,
did you
it was
buy-
just texting.
Well, how did you
Texting
buy
and calling. Ringtones? You would, there would be commercials, and I think you would text the commercials or something like that.
But how would you pay? It was like
I
links-
forgot. I think phone bill. I don't remember. This is so long ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I,
I
don't
was a
remember
kid.
how.
Last thing I worried about was phone bills.
Yeah, I don't
Someone
think I.
paid for it.
That's funny. I don't think I like. I think I bought like, or maybe I like downloaded a ringtone at one point when that was a thing.
Yeah.
I think that's how I did. I don't remember like paying for one, but I could have, maybe one, and then my mom probably got mad.
What
Don't do
class
that.
was that?
You cost me
calculus, you
$1.
said?
But yeah, AP Calc.
AB Calc?
My favorite class though. Oh, I have a good story. So I was in IB, right?
Uh-huh.
And I remember one teacher hated me.
You were in IB?
I was in IB. I was a nerd, dude.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. My mom made me do it. No regrets though. I had good friends and like no regrets.
Yeah.
Made me kind of learn how to try because otherwise I was gonna fuck around, dude.
Okay.
You know me. Take the easiest route possible.
All the potential in the world. You learn things like that.
If I pay attention, dude. If I had Adderall, I would have been such a better student. Anyways, so it was history, higher level. We had like mandated higher levels, which is like the higher level of IB exams. Like there's IB standard level exams were like an AP,
Yeah.
and then higher levels was like the hardest class you could take basically in high school.
Yeah.
And then I remember it was mandated that we took IB higher level, and we had to get a minimum of 4 out of 7 instead of 3s out of 5s. 3 out of 7s were for your standard level, so you could get 3 out of 7s. That's fine. You had to like get a cumulative score at the end of like 30 of
Yeah.
all your classes, and like have above that, blah blah blah,
For it to
to
count?
graduate.
To graduate.
To graduate, you had to like do well in these exams.
Oh.
And I remember like my teacher never thought I was a good writer. Fuck if I cared. Like I don't care. I have like an 82 in history. I don't care. Like I'm skating above a C. That's all. You know, I have a B. It says B on my report card.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. And I remember she never thought. So I would always get like 78s on the like written practicals, whatever, and like bump it up with my quiz scores or whatever, right? And I was like, I feel like I'm trying. Like I feel like I'm trying kind of hard to write, and you're still giving me a 78. Like whatever. I don't care enough to like argue with you about this. And then I remember the day we took the exam, I like, you know, wrote really, you know, thought I was writing well again, blah, blah, blah. And there was, do you remember DBQs? You ever have to do document-based questions?
No.
So it's like like article or whatever of like.
So this was like your history teacher?
So this is my. I'm just like telling you, prefacing it with I didn't like my history teacher.
Yeah.
Because she would grade me wrong. She was like this old Southern belle. She talked like this. She's like, so we're gonna talk about the Civil War today.
With that low volume
And,
too.
Yeah, real soft. And I'm like, always falling asleep in her class. Never
Do the rest
paying
of the episode with
attention.
that voice.
Okay.
Tell the rest of the story with that voice at
Okay,
least.
so like, you know, what is her fucking name? I don't remember. She was
You
old.
gotta say her name.
Dr. something or Mrs. something.
Yeah.
Anyways. And she talked real soft, and I was never paying attention. And if I was, I would tune her out. Anyways, so I go and take this test, and the DBQ is like an article about like Native Americans and some shit. Okay, so I do that, and I remember I was like, well, this is pretty straightforward. I think we just had to like summarize it or like make an opinion on it or something. And so I do that, and I remember I wrote like a paragraph. Like, you're supposed to write like a page and a half, whatever, on these DBQs. I'm going to write a fucking paragraph. This is all I need to write. And I wrote like a paragraph or a page and a half on the other one. And then like the big ass, it was like 8 pages. And I was like, I wrote all those 8 pages. Like I did. I went ham on the other one. I went ham on one DBQ. And I wrote a paragraph for the third one. And I was fucking out. I think it was one of my last tests. And I remember the teacher was so mad because I was bragging about it.
You were bragging
I was
about
bragging about it. And I was like, I wrote a paragraph. Motherfuckers, I wrote a goddamn paragraph. I thought that was enough. And I was like, dude, you're going to fail. I'm like, I'm not going to fail. I'm just not going to fail. And
You told the teacher
I
in
become like a
charge of
gay
giving you
Southerner.
your grade.
no, I didn't brag to her, but the news got to her via my classmates. I don't know. They were talking shit, I guess. But he was like, so I remember I wrote like a paragraph.
Yeah.
And somebody told her, and she tried to like call my mom. She tried to call me in the classroom just to like criticize me. I'm like, bitch, I'm done with your class. I ain't coming to see you. Comes back, my score, I got a 5 out of 7, bitch. I got higher than a 4 out of 7 that you needed. And I went and I showed her that grade, and I was like, you've been great. I went at this
You
point.
went back to
I
her
went
class.
back, and I was like, you've been grading me too low for too goddamn long. Look at this, and I wrote a fucking paragraph. I didn't curse at her, but I was goddamn close. And that's the story. Yeah. So I was super hyped.
Wait, who gave you the 5 out of 7?
You know, like the
next
IB,
professor?
no, like the
Oh, the overall
international
national.
test graders.
Yeah.
So like the people that matter.
but believe
5
it
out
or
of
not,
7.
because she raised the bar for you.
I ain't giving her credit, bro.
You worked.
Absolutely goddamn
You worked
not.
so hard to impress her to get a 4 out of 7 for her. You end up getting a 5 out of 7 nationally.
Well, Mrs. Whatever your name is, thank you.
Turns out she was a great teacher after all. The
Well,
best teachers are the ones that you didn't
She
like.
when I did tell her, she was like, "I'm actually very happy for you," and she teared up a little.
Aw.
And I was like, "Well,
You couldn't rub it in her face when she
I
was
was
nice
like,
about
still fuck you.
it.
I'm a spiteful little 18-year-old."
I had in high school, I had a trigonometry teacher who I would sit in the back of the classroom and like every class, I'd fall asleep. Every class, knocking out. I'm not
Honors anatomy first period was a nap for me.
Eh,
Loved.
You
that
sat in the
class.
back?
No, sat in the front. Didn't care.
Oh,
Honors
that's
anatomy,
the thing.
dude.
She
I'm an IB
moved me.
student.
She got tired of me falling asleep in the back of the room. She moved me front and center. And guess what?
Still fell asleep.
I fall asleep front and center. Now I'm just a show. Like, I'm a distraction now. You should have left me in the back when I was just by myself in the corner. No one knew where I was. But now you put me front and center, and I'm letting everyone know your class is boring. She couldn't do anything about it. I'm just falling asleep. I can't help it.
I remember they never wake us up. I think maybe it's illegal.
I don't think you can write a kid from falling asleep. That's involuntary. I tried to stay up because it's kind of embarrassing falling asleep in front and center of the class. I was embarrassed when she moved me to the front. But next thing you know, it's just back to falling asleep.
I just
every
remember
day.
I was a drooler, and the honors anatomy class was in the science rooms with those black top desks.
Yeah.
And it would just like it was covered in drool.
You
by the
get
end of
up
the
and
period.
just
I just
all over your
wiped it
face.
with my sleeve, just like I do my food.
You would. Yeah. It drives me crazy.
Clean it off. Okay. See you, teach.
Gross.
Yeah.
No, I was just. The one time I nearly fell out of my chair in front of the
I
classroom.
wonder
That was
if I
kind of
snored.
embarrassing.
I was probably snoring back then too.
Probably. You caused the ruckus when you fell asleep.
Good times.
You still do now.
Oh, yeah. I remember what was that? I think in optometry school I would fall asleep sometimes or something, and like people would notice or something.
I'd have
When
to
was
wake you
I-
up when you start snoring.
Oh, in class, right?
A lot of times I was one next to you,
Well, yeah.
and I'd be like, "Yo,
Of course, mate.
yo," like, "Yo, Zack, You're gonna blow it for us. I like when you leave and then you leave like notes on your iPad for me to see where you're up, what you're up to. Like you'll be gone. I'm like, where's Zach? And I look over your iPad like I'm pooping. Like, oh, okay, he's pooping. Must be a bad one. Once you left our exam, we all
7
took the
minutes in.
exam. You left the exam way too soon because you had to poop.
Yeah, I remember that. It was I was
Yeah.
too caffeinated with a little bit of Vyvanse
You
in my
just
system.
rushed through it,
And I was
and
just like,
somehow you passed.
I got like an 88, dude.
That's
I
crazy.
was like, it was
I
TQs,
stayed.
and I knew it was Zhang's class, so it wasn't like that hard. I think
Yeah.
it was anatomy.
I knew the people in the class that would stay till the end of the exam because it'd be the same 4 of us. We'd stay till the very end because I go through that exam 3 times if I have to.
Even on those tests,
Yes, because I
that's
wanted
true. I
as
remember
close
you'd
to.
stay.
Yeah.
You started like leaving earlier at the end of.
At the end, I didn't
school,
need
though.
good grades anymore, so I didn't care. But at the
Yeah.
beginning, like when I was still starting optometry school, I tried my best to get a good grade. But then towards the end of every semester, we're chilling. Some classes though, those ones I had to focus on. I had some
Farm.
classes where I had to like,
Farm.
yeah.
I remember I
had
would
to
go for A's
zone
in
in.
farm and let everything else fall off because it was just a pride thing. It was like
Farm
I can
was
get an A in farm,
crazy.
and then I did, but
The
still.
crazy mnemonics we'd come up with just to make farm make sense was wild.
times.
Oh my god, dude, we have 10 minutes left and we haven't started questions. This is why.
I thought these were questions.
No, these are supposed to be like a little fun intro.
Damn.
We're bad at this. All right, let's answer some questions. Da 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 da. Idiots and idioms. Boop, boop. We need a theme song. The song
have
in
a
our
jingle.
intro is just like a random generic one that I picked.
I like it. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
I've had friends comment that they like the jingle and they love the logo. And I'm like, yes. I didn't do that, but yes.
All right. Let's answer at least a couple. Last episode we answered 2 questions and we went way over.
Let's go for 3.
Okay.
Let's focus, Ricky. We can do
Is
this.
it pronounced GIF or GIF?
I think it was like
Easy. GIF.
It's like the.
It's graphic design, not graphic.
It's not like the peanut butter then. It's GIF. Okay.
It's GIF.
Cool. Cool.
I
with me.
don't know this is an official thing, but I'm saying it's GIF.
I remember I looked it up and the creator said it was not like the peanut butter.
Oh, so GIF.
Yeah.
The creator.
But I always
there's the
forget
creator
that.
of GIF.
Yeah, the guy that came up with the mnemonic.
All right. Yeah. All right.
That was good.
That was good. That was a good one. Quick. We got to get a few out of the way because we have a lot of questions. What's the first country/continent or state you'd wipe off the face of the earth? First.
Jesus.
First, it says like there's going to be more to follow. Who's the person that wrote this? Because they want to
They won a world war.
take over the planet. Nope, they didn't write a name. That's whew. What's the first? This is kind of gonna. All right. Hold up. What's the first country, continent, or state? Let's start. I'm gonna
Oh,
answer
okay. I
one
can
for
pick
each of
state.
these. I'm gonna
'Cause
pick
if I
one
was
for each.
thinking country, I was thinking like, well, only one's causing a war right now when we're in a time of peace.
Ah,
I was
that's a good
thinking
one.
them.
Maybe even North Korea. Well,
They haven't done anything. They're just
wait.
like,
What happens when you wipe off the country? That all the people go?
that's what I'm saying. Bro. It's huge. I'm like believing myself and not saying it out.
I'm scared. So okay.
I mean, we're not
went
making decisions. We're just podcasting.
Antarctica because there's
Oh,
the
all
fewest
the
people
penguins?
there.
No, we need Antarctica because then the world melts.
Oh, like we're wiping the actual.
I think so.
Country.
So also Russia probably pretty important land wise because I know they got to. Okay, so maybe not.
What's the smallest country? Oh, did you know there's like
The Vatican City, bro. Get the out of here, Cap.
Sealand. Sealand.
Oh yes, no,
Have you seen that?
I've heard this. It's just that little
The smallest country in the world.
the metal thing up in it was like an old
It's an
okay
old
we'll
water
wipe that off.
barrel.
That's
'Cause
pretty safe. That's like 3 people.
So apparently the qualifications for a country really isn't that high. There is a random old
An
ship.
old oil rig, and the guy built like his own house on it and called himself a country because it's in the middle of the
Yeah,
ocean.
and then technically it qualified as a country. So now it's a recognized country of Sealand. It actually has citizens.
That's a good answer because that's only 3 people. We're still okay with the Earth, and
And apparently they take shifts to guard it. And
no one's trying to storm
I
your
think
country,
it was
bro.
off the coast of the UK or something.
Just get a saw and just saw down the metal.
And at one point,
You're
the
done.
UK sent out ships, but they're like, "We will not. We refuse to back down," or something like that. And they're like, "All right, like what are we gonna do?" They're not really causing any trouble, so they just
Yeah.
left them alone. So now there's a country of Sealand. I'm sorry, Sealand. It's just that's the fewest casualty. So I would pick you.
That's a great
That's
answer.
a very interesting. You've heard about that?
Yeah.
It's a very
no, I
interesting
know exactly
article.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, the country of Sealand. It has like a mayor.
They
and
have like
everything.
a beaver on their flag. I think it's yellow. I think I've seen their flag.
a yellow beaver.
I could be making that up.
Can I have dual enrollment in Sealand and United States?
I want to look this up.
I think it's Sealand.
Sealand flag.
Sealand.
I was wrong. What colors do you think it is?
Now that I hear yellow beaver, that's the only thing I can picture. Was it a yellow otter? That's nothing.
It's red and white and black.
That looks like the Pepsi Zero logo.
zoomed in.
Yeah. It's fine. I'll put a screenshot. Oh, that works actually. That looks really good. All right. So that's the country.
I thought it was yellow beaver.
What about continent? Australia would have the least
Going the
global impact.
smallest, yeah.
Sorry, Australia.
Yeah.
And we have Australian listeners. Koalas would be gone. I like koalas. Antarctica would have too much of a global impact.
So what if like the Philippines and stuff, those aren't part of continents, right?
They're part of continents. Asia.
Philippines is part of Asia?
I think so.
But New Zealand isn't part of Australia's continent.
That's true. I don't think New Zealand is a continent then.
It doesn't have a continent that
Well,
is.
I think it's just one of like a island. There's so many islands that aren't part of continents probably.
That's
Like
what I was saying. The
Hawaii.
Philippines probably.
Yeah.
Philippines is Asia though for sure.
Oh, maybe. I don't know what qualifies as for it. That's not my specialty.
We'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, we're kind of idiots.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. No, I
Okay,
do
wait.
not know.
How are we doing? We're doing good.
We
5
have
more minutes.
4 more minutes until it's an
I have
hour.
5. Oh yeah, 4 now.
Okay. What state would you wipe off the face of the earth? There's got to be some sports rivalry that you're gonna pick.
You're gonna hate my answer.
Is it California?
It's Georgia.
Georgia? My basketball team.
Well, it's just because Georgia has won the national title 2 years in a row, and my Gators haven't been able to beat them.
Okay, all right. You pick Georgia. Oh man, I like Atlanta too much. I would pick somewhere that I don't know anything about. Like what goes on in like
I mean, I guess I
Nebraska.
could pick like.
what's going on in Nebraska?
Nebraska makes a lot of corn. I like corn. Maine makes a lot of lobster.
Oh yeah, lobster. Man, I'm just so uneducated with the Midwest. Kansas. What makes Kansas? Wizard of Oz came out of Kansas. Kansas City Chiefs. They're a pretty
Kansas
good
City's in Missouri,
football
isn't it?
team. Oh, Kansas City's in Missouri. All right, Kansas. Sorry, but you're going. You're
Topeka.
gone. If I had to pick a state.
Oh, but they made Joel Embiid, Andrew
Oh, they-
Wiggins.
Wait, Kansas?
Went to
No,
University of
Joel Embiid
Kansas.
was from Congo. Oh, he would have gone to another university.
Sure.
All right. So, all right, we answered that. I'm really trying to speed through this. What's one piece of art you would like to steal? Ooh. I think Mona Lisa's too obvious. Is the Statue of Liberty a piece of art? I think so.
That's pretty fucking massive.
Art
Where
is
you gonna
very
put it?
big. You know what?
Dude, I used to steal stop signs in undergrad. I thought that was a lot of fun.
Plural. How many stop signs did you have?
2. But one had the University Boulevard sign attached to it. You know, like
Yeah.
the big old pole and
So you
everything.
could have
We
created your
tried to
own
like
intersection.
take it off.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. We tried to take it off the pole, but those things are like without like a heavy machine.
Stop signs are really big. Yeah. They're way bigger
We
than
got the
you.
stop sign off. So I remember we had like a free stop sign, but we couldn't get University Boulevard off. Or University
I
Ave,
think I
whatever it is.
remember this stop sign in one of your stories about poop. Did one of your I almost said sorority, your fraternity brothers pooped on a stop sign and you had to carry it over to another one? No, they pooped on another sorority. Fraternity's
front step. Or yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah. For some reason I thought it was a stop sign in that story.
No. I carried a stop sign home like drunkenly because it had fallen over after a hurricane. I remember that. That was fun.
That's some
It
privilege.
was like 5 blocks, and I just ran with it.
Did you ever
I remember there's probably like only 30 cars that drove by
post
me.
hurricane?
Yeah, so it was like that, not that many cars on the road.
Yeah.
And my friend texted me. He was like, "Yo, there's a stop sign down University Ave. You want to like help me carry it home?" And he's like smaller, so I did most of the carrying. But I was like, "Yeah, I'll totally do that."
Natural disaster, post natural disaster.
It knocked over a stop sign. That's like free stop sign right there.
By public law, it is now.
I don't think it's illegal if it falls over.
Really?
I don't know. Somebody, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you just made that up.
Yeah.
You do not have a
I have no
degree
knowledge.
in law. You've done zero research on
No,
this
yeah.
topic. So, what's one piece of art you would steal? A stop sign. You know what?
University Ave. That actually would be pretty cool though.
Who's that artist? What?
We had so I keep interrupting. We had a weed science sign on Gainesville's because it was like near a greenhouse,
Uh-huh.
and that would always get stolen. It was in like 3 different fraternity houses because it just kept getting stolen. Okay, keep going. That's a good piece of artwork. Weed science.
Wait, what is it? Weed science?
Weed science.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So somewhere out there, someone in their room, couple
There's-
people,
there's a bunch
few
of 'em.
people in their room.
Yeah.
Weed science.
I think one of them wasn't even a fraternity guy. It was just like a guy I knew that had like a weed science. But I was like, "You stole that?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Nice."
I would steal the Mona Lisa, as cliche as
Mona
that
Lisa.
sounds.
I don't really know a lot of like
Because I
art.
don't know a lot of art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the one that painted the soup, the can of soup? Someone painted a can of soup.
The Starry Night. I'd steal Starry Night
Starry Night.
just because that's another art piece I can think of. Yeah, I like that one better than Mona Lisa. I think that one's pretty cool.
Didn't we find out like the size of the Last Supper painting? It was actually really like
Massive. It was like 18 feet. It's a
jeez.
fucking mural. Yeah, that was a trivia question.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah.
For some reason,
Massive.
I guess it was really small. I thought it was like
It was
4
like
feet.
way smaller. It was like 3 people wide. Remember that?
That's kind of insane.
I think it was like 18 feet. I could look it up. Okay, next question. Let's go on.
All right. What's the best burger you've ever had? Ooh, I already know my. Oh, there's a few good ones, but if you go to Las Vegas,
The one dude, that Gordon Ramsay. We
his
didn't go
burger
there.
was really good. I think that burger blew my mind. San Diego has a place called Friendly's who has amazing burgers.
Did I get a burger there? Or did I get pizza? Or we went somewhere else.
I think we went somewhere else.
We went. It was called something not similar to Friendly's. I thought,
Oh.
but I think it was. I think I got pizza no matter where we went. It was a pizza place.
We did go to a place. Oh, I think we went to another Friendly's. Yeah, we went to a different Friendly's. I
That's
think.
pizza
Yeah,
oriented.
they have one that's pizza, one that's just burgers, and one pizza and burgers.
Gotcha.
But yeah, San Diego. What's the best burger in Orlando? I'm really asking.
I don't know.
Vanberry's on Orange Avenue, pretty good burger. Like blew my mind good. I was very surprised. What's the best burger you've ever had?
I'm trying to think. I don't even know. I like. I feel like I don't order burgers that often, so I feel like I've had like a dank burger fight one, but that's a pretty lame answer.
Have you ever? So, define a burger.
Hamburger, cheese,
Like what? Oh,
lettuce, tomato, ketchup. I take the tomato off.
so
Bacon.
do you-
So I'm thinking bacon cheeseburger.
What
I never get like a.
differentiates? What I'm working towards. What differentiates a burger from a sandwich?
They are sandwiches.
Burgers are sandwiches to you? I like
they
that
got,
take.
They got meat in between loaves of bread. So is a hot dog. A hot dog's a sandwich to me.
A hot dog is a sandwich to you. Okay, I think this is where we differentiate. This is where we disagree.
Well, okay. Has the hot dog buns come apart so that now you're squeezing it together?
Then
yes.
becomes a sandwich.
But
Yeah.
if you put it in the bun, then I'll
If it's
I'll
just
agree.
one
It's just like a
bun,
hot
it's a
dog.
hot
It's its
dog.
own thing.
Yeah.
But if the buns frequently come apart and
If
you're
it
squeezing it
splits,
together,
then technically at that point it's a
Sandwich?
long
okay,
sandwich.
I'll agree to that. I'll agree
Okay.
to
All
that.
right. So we're pretty. Okay. So a burger is a sandwich to you.
Yeah. Is it not a sandwich to you?
I can't argue against it. But like a chicken sandwich, is that a burger?
No. But a burger has to do with the meat to me.
Oh, but a hamburger is a sandwich, but a sandwich isn't a burger.
Correct.
I can see that.
Yeah, yeah. Like sandwiches can be any
sandwich.
meat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
All
a
right.
burger is a sandwich. Yeah.
I agree with you.
yeah,
I
think
think
about it.
you might have convinced me there. Cheers. Oh man, we've gone over an hour. But I kind of one more.
One more.
They have one more question.
Perfect.
Our intros need to be less long.
We go on tangents and it's like,
All right.
oh, do you
So,
the voices?
how much would you charge if you had to sell one of your kidneys?
My dad actually did that to save his buddy.
Damn.
But like for free, obviously. But my dad
Yeah.
only has one kidney.
Are they still friends?
He died.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, they were friends up until the end.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But he
Damn,
was like the
that's a-
right blood type. So
That's a real good guy
Yeah.
move.
my dad's a good guy.
Yeah, good.
Good.
How much would you sell it
Depends. If you needed mine, I'd give you mine.
Buddy, don't make me cry.
I swear
I'm
to
a
God.
universal acceptor by my blood
Are
type.
you really? Nice.
But no one can take my blood unless you're my specific blood type. So
It's
like
okay.
I can take all the blood. So I should live a riskier life because I'll be good. I don't have to worry about anything.
So wait, is that O negative?
No, I'm like
AB positive.
I think so. I think
Okay.
I'm AB positive. Like imagine like I'm like bleeding out there and you're like, what's your blood type? I'm like, A, B positive. You're like, no, don't worry. I don't need you to cheer me up right now. I need to know your blood type. I'm like, A, B positive.
AB positive.
Like, okay, I appreciate you trying to lift the spirits right now, but I need to know your blood type. You're about to die, Ricky. And I'm like, nah, A, B positive.
Famous last words. His blood type.
All
Just say
right.
BA positive. It's all still kind of a phrase. Be
Be
a positive.
a positive person.
Be a positive.
I'm like, my blood type is AB positive, you idiot. And idioms. Oh, man. Okay, so how much would you charge for one of your kidneys?
Depends on the person.
Like to a random stranger.
I don't know the price of a kidney on the black market, but I would go 10 grand.
10 grand for a kidney? You
Is
only
that a
have
lot?
2 of those. That's very little.
Okay.
10 grand isn't going to change your life, but losing a kidney is. You
Not
can't
if you
drink
stay
as
healthy.
much.
That's true.
And like we clearly don't. We drink a lot.
Yeah. And if you have kidney failure, it's like so much worse. Like,
Oh my goodness. I would charge. Actually, I don't think you can pay because health to me is like indispensable.
so maybe like 100K.
No,
You're pricing me up. That's still not enough.
no. You give me 100K. I'm not gonna give you one of my kidneys. I can earn 100Ks through my life, but I can't earn another kidney.
That's true.
For me, it's just I won't sell my body parts while I'm still needing them.
Fair.
So for a kidney, you have to give me like a bill.
Really?
Something where I don't have to work anymore. 500 mil? I think 500 mil, I'll be set. If I don't have to work for the rest of my life and I can travel and like do everything I want, I'll get rid of a kidney.
669 million.
669 million? 69 million is too low.
Yeah.
Would a
I do
million-
69 million.
Would $1 million change your life?
No. It would set me further up the pace. I'd be able to travel for a few years.
I heard something real deep
As long as I like invested it though,
on
maybe.
TikTok.
Go.
If you wake up tomorrow with $1 million, would that be a good day?
Yeah.
Okay. If you wake up tomorrow without $1 million, would it still be a good day?
Probably.
Okay, that's a good answer. What if you wake up? Oh, man.
Owing $1 million?
No, what if you wake up? Wait, what if you get $10 million tomorrow, but you don't wake up? Would you take that deal?
So I'm dead?
Yeah.
No.
All right, it sounded way deeper when the other person answered how they wanted that they answer. But yeah, it was like, I think it was like, I know, I totally butchered that. I heard it once.
$10 million to your dead body. Do you take the deal?
I heard it once, and to me, it sounded real deep at the time. I was probably intoxicated in some form, but I was like, dude. It was like, if you wake up tomorrow to $1 million, would it be a good day? Yeah. What if I give you $10 million and you wake up tomorrow? You don't wake up tomorrow. He's like, no, I wouldn't take that. I fucked it up there.
So did you like it? Send it to me on
I'll
TikTok.
send it to you.
Send it to me.
I gotta find it. By the time deep, like, damn, you think you crave so much money until like you realize some people just want good health.
Yeah.
And another actual quote, I don't think I'll fuck this quote up, is like, happy man wants 10,000 things, but a sick man wants one thing.
Hell.
I'm like, ugh. Speaking of
Deep
which,
quotes. Deep quotes.
I missed my doctor's appointment for my titty. And I get reminded every time it hurts, which is often when I'm doing like preacher curls
Did
at the
I-
gym.
Oh.
I have to press my tit against the thing to rest it. I'm like,
So-
why do I skip my doctor's appointment?
Did you reschedule it? No.
I didn't reschedule it. I was
Did
just
you
gonna
skip
show up.
because I said the surgery may hurt a little?
Actually, I'm worried about how much the surgery is gonna hurt my wallet. My deductible is $9,000, man.
It's probably gonna be like a K.
It's gonna be. You think it's only a K? I can do a K.
I don't think it's that bad. It's not gonna be
Okay.
like,
The American medical
Maybe it might
system
be like
scares
2 or
the hell
3.
out of me. Me going anesthesia is gonna be like a few hundred. Like I just imagine it being like that. I'm getting a dental cleaning tomorrow morning. It's like $400.
You don't have dental? You didn't buy dental?
I do. I have dental insurance.
$400 for cleaning. I think my copay was like $10. My
To get your
dental.
teeth cleaned?
Yeah.
I get mine cleaned every
I
weekend.
put
if
like $4 per paycheck towards dental. It's not bad.
Oh, I have to buy my own dental insurance. I don't have good insurance, man. It's expensive.
Is yours just medical and it covers dental as well?
No, I paid extra for dental. It costs like
And it was still dude, you got ripped, whatever you got.
I think it
got
only costs like
Delta.
$10 a month.
That sounds right. But $400 for cleaning? It's too much.
Deep cleaning. They're like, when's the last time you went? I'm like, pre-COVID. I have like externally, I have good teeth. I floss, I brush, but like in my roots, it's just apparently they're bad because of like my bite pattern.
So they would have to like, they're not doing braces or like Invisalign or anything?
No, I think they recommend I go to like an orthodontist,
Braces. Or Invisalign.
maybe Invisalign or something. I don't know what he's gonna do for me, but I need to have like an overbite, but I have an underbite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look like this. Will you still love me?
Always.
That's a good answer.
You can still have my kidney.
I'm gonna look like Bob's Burger characters. Thanks for the kidney, son. You're welcome, Ricky. All right, I think that's a show, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate. Wait, how much did you say you can sell a kidney for?
I would go
Life-changing
69
money.
million.
69 million.
You biased me. At first I said 10K.
I think 20 mil. I don't have to work. 20 mil. I don't have to work. I can live comfortably.
You were at 1 bill before you came down. All right, then I'm going 6.9 mil. I have to
20
be
mil
less
would
than you.
change my life. You have to be less than me. Your
Yeah.
kidney's worth less than mine or something.
Yeah.
My kidney's like not worth anything because my blood type is so bad. Is it blood type? I think when you donate an organ, it has to be the right blood type. I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think it's just blood. They probably clean out the blood, rinse it.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure.
Okay.
I'm not that good of a doctor.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching episode 3 of Idiots and Idioms. Appreciate
Peace.
it. Keep sending the questions. And
Hope you
peace
enjoyed the
out.
show.
And that's a wrap.